We just got a sweet delivery from UPS. It's full of goodies from our good buddy, Tom, NotoriousEDC. Just want to see what's in here. I haven't really gone through it. I peeked, but I haven't opened this up. So I figured we'd do an unboxing before we get started. I asked you guys for some questions. We're gonna do a Q&A as we go and meet our buddy Rick from Zero Feud and Jamie and Ken Onion Jr. It's a lot of fun stuff in store for today. But first, let's take a look at this. We've got some pouches from NotoriousEDC. Do they have different names? Do you know the different names?
I only know AGP.
So I don't know what the non-hook and loop one is.
No crow?
Okay, maybe. That sounds right. All right, these are all beer bombs. If you're not familiar with the beer bomb, it's one of these. But he's sent some newer ones. So this is a titanium FDE version. Feel darker. That's a Big Daddy. Is that what it's called?
Big Papa.
Big Papa. Big Daddy. You said Daddy to me so much this week that Daddy is just on the brain. Tom, I'm always calling these Big Daddy from now on. Yep. These are what I'm most excited about. This is Tom's first knife design. So we have a OD micarta with a satin blade and a black micarta with a black blade. Thanks, Tom. This is really, really sick. This one is going in the pocket right now. Actually, before we go, because we definitely didn't leave and have to turn around and come back because we forgot the camera and mic, but I gotta show you something. This is Ricky, the man behind the camera these days.
Oh yeah.
And you know I gotta ask, what's in your pockets, Ricky?
Ooh, I got quite a lot of good stuff in here. Paradrop leather pocket organizer, Vero Synapse and brass, one of my favorites. Oh yeah. My boy Archie, show him some love. Mr. NiceBar pry bar, and this beautifully patinaed Okluma DC0. And then lastly, for the second,
Paradrop.
Look at all the patina on this thing. This thing's been through hell and back. I've had it for 3 years.
Wow.
And lastly, the Jake B creates Chickadee and Magna Cut. Sweet little fixed blade. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the Accomplice. We're gonna go see Jamie in a bit.
Yeah, we're actually headed to go see Jamie right now.
Yeah.
Well, I figure if we're gonna be in the car for like 30 minutes to head to Zero Feud, we might as well answer a couple of questions along the way. The first one comes from the Gons Photography. And he asks, how on earth do you manage to break/abuse so many things and don't just say you use it? Well, I think there's a small amount of carelessness, but also I just find myself doing some strange things from time to time. It really comes down to me like cutting corners too close and hitting a table corner or whatnot. But yeah, I don't break, well, I break cars too. Yeah, I don't know, maybe there's just like a cloud over my head. We're gonna go with that. See, the next one is from Mondi. He says, hardest part about being the dad and the most rewarding. The hardest part is working a lot and not seeing them, right? I'll wake up and they're not always awake when I leave the house. And by the time I get home, it's time to cook dinner and help get them in bed. And then, you know, I see them for very short time in the morning and very short time in the afternoon, and then they're in bed. That's the hardest part. The most rewarding are those small snippets of time and the weekends where we just get to play hard. When I get home at night, we usually play pretty hard and have a lot of fun, hide and seek and wrestling on the ground and just having fun. Audie_91 asks, mini champs coming back in stock anytime soon? Sadly, no. They are discontinued. We placed an order with Victorinox and they emailed us back to let us know that they are no longer making the mini champ, and that's a really sad thing to learn. Okay, yeah, one more. Cutting_maniacs, Maniac? Okay. It says, what are your thoughts on OTFs? I think they're cool. I don't think they're always the most practical because like if I use my knife for food a lot, and if you get food down in an OTF, that kind of sucks, and taking them apart and putting them back together is not so fun, but I think they're really cool and practical for like work use and in the shop and stuff, because you can pull the knife out, open it, cut, knife away, back in your pocket. There are things about them that are a little odd, like a lot of the time the blade to handle ratio is a little off, or sometimes because of the mechanism, the blade doesn't sit centered in the handle because you got like springs on one side. So there's some stuff that's a little funky, and they always rattle because there's always blade play on an OTF. So there are some things that I don't love about them, but I love the idea of them a lot. It's just most of them don't quite check all the boxes for me. So we got these clips that are our good friends here at Zero Feud, Rick and Jamie, JRW Gear. have worked on for us. Where'd it go? You took it.
It's right here.
Oh, okay. So these are the clips that are coming out on the mini clicks, just restocks. And here's a very special one we're going to release to one special, like, lucky individual.
The minimalist clip.
Minimalist clip. Why don't you tell them what happened, Jamie?
I dropped a few clips in the acid.
That's hilarious,
dude.
dude.
There for a few days, didn't realize they were in there, so sorry, bro.
So if you leave a titanium clip in multi-edge for a few days, that's what happens. That's honestly hilarious and awesome. Who's first? What's in your pockets? You're first. What's up?
Okay, all right, I'll go first.
What's in your pockets?
I got the tactile Maverick. We were just talking about this a few minutes ago.
Rich light.
Love tactile, big fan. Only other thing I got is my wallet with a little good art clip and chapstick. Well, first of all, I got the key from Archie, Nice Guy Machine Co. This piece of titanium is just a keychain, no function, just a keychain for my brand. And you probably, let me see your keys. Can I see yours? So you guys probably know me for the Tough Clip, but I also make the G-Flex.
I often say that I'm upset with you to Jordan that you didn't name it the G-Spot. I know that it flexes.
Jordan talks to me about that every time I see him.
It's such a good name. You couldn't.
Yeah, but
G-Flex is pretty good too. But
I don't think looking at this, it is inherently obvious how it functions.
No, that's true.
I wanted to have it literally in the name how it functions, because it functions like that. You have to flex it open and closed that way to put it on your belt. So
some might say you have to. Some might say you have to flex to get to the spot. You know.
Yeah, the G spot.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do a special run.
Yeah.
Called the G spot.
Yes. We're doing a G spot.
A G spot, G flex.
All right. What's in your pockets? We're not joking. We're not joking.
The I guess start with knives, right? The Benchmade Osbourne.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
The next is the Streamlight Wedge.
Oh, do you like that?
It's awesome. I really do.
I hate the modes on it because it's just like bright and that's it.
What I do like about it, I mean, you normally only use two modes, like on and then bright. My keys, not super special. I do have a backup light here. That's the Nitecore TIKI, a set of titanium zero feud snaps, set of or a single MX zero feud cup compact utility pouch. It's stacked thick right now.
This is going to turn out like your old videos that you did where you kept pulling stuff out of the pouch through the
and
table.
Then an honorable mention.
Oh.
The CRKT Bamboozled by Ken Onion Jr.
Ken didn't want to be on camera.
Well, he got his knife on camera.
There he is. Yes. Yes. These guys are awesome. Please follow them. Do me a favor and follow them.
No Brandy, just Rick.
Just Rick. It's so much easier to call you Rick. It's one syllable versus two.
CF is two. You're right. It's two syllables.
They sell cool things, make cool things, and they're good friends of mine. Who's your favorite knife designer? Ken, come here. Who's your favorite knife designer?
I have too many.
Who's your favorite? Is it your dad?
He said yes. Did he say yes?
He said yes. All right. So I'm gonna go last. Jamie, who's your favorite knife designer?
Oh God.
I think I know the answer to this.
Jeez, man. All right, I'm gonna go with Stout.
Stout. Yeah, that's what I would have guessed. Who's your favorite knife designer? You don't know.
I don't know. I swear to God, I don't know his name is. Here we go. Michael Raymond. There it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, his knives.
So hold him up. Jesus.
Every knife
Look
is
at that.
like unique to itself.
Jeez.
The dude is a phenomenal machinist and designer.
Oh, I'm gonna grab the camera real quick.
That was way better.
I was like, what are you trying to do? Fucking hold my hand?
Yeah.
It's the TikToks where
Yeah.
you walk with each other.
Who's your favorite knife designer?
Pena.
Pena. I knew that.
Yep.
Yep. Enrique. All right.
Best in the game. Best
Can
in
I
the game.
cheat and have two?
Yeah, I mean, it's your
Who's your first?
First was Essenix. Evan Nicolaitis, I think he's like on a different level. Just ridiculous quality, like custom slip joints right now. Probably the next custom I buy will be from him. But David Lespect, like, they're so clean. They're just.
Dude, I'm with you there too.
They're so clean. They're front flippers that, like, when they're open, look like fixed blades, and it's just. One more is come from Johnny D0812. What is your favorite non-drop point blade shape?
Off the top of my head, I'm thinking Warncliffe. I'm a big fan of Warncliffe.
Like modified Warncliffs.
Modified Warncliffe.
Yeah.
So like a sheep's foot.
Yeah.
Or like a reverse Santo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're carrying the 940, so
Yep.
reverse Santo,
Yep.
sheep's foot. For sure. And you?
I'm gonna go Warncliffe too, I guess.
Warncliffe?
Yeah.
Wow. Nobody said Tonto. All right, one more question for each of you guys. This comes from OG Wheels. One knife for the rest of your life.
Oh my God, that's a brutal one.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, come back to me. Let me think on that.
All right, Rick.
I think you know the answer to that.
Do I? Sure,
Yeah, the 95T.
A stout custom, just because I would enjoy it for the rest of my life. Or if I really knew I was stuck on an island and needed to use it, it would probably be Benchmade Griptilian.
One knife for life, your custom Peñamula.
It's a nice one.
It's smooth.
It really is.
It's like ridiculously smooth. Enrique, if you make another one, let me know.
For me, I think you guys know, it's the Umnumzon. I've talked about it just relentlessly. I love that knife. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We should do this more often.
Absolutely, dude.
We should do it more often. Joey Z423 says, what would you consider basic knife maintenance for someone who doesn't have many knives? Easy. Do regular stropping. So get something that's got like a ceramic cone and a strop. More people sharpen too often when they could just strop and get an edge back. Ooh, David Kama 23 says, is the Super 73 still around? Well, let's show you. It's right here. It's right back there. I never touch it anymore. And the other is Whiskey Knife Fight coming back. That's the other part of his question. Ask Jeremy. All right, one more real quick. Emisser Handwork says, why did no one invent EDC clothes / trousers, especially for our scene? Would you want to go for it? No, I wouldn't, because these right here are probably my favorite pants right now. These are the Off the Grid Trailblazers, I believe. They've got 2 tool pockets on my right side. All of the pockets are kind of reinforced. 2 rear pockets. So you have this main like back pocket, and then you have this kind of hidden one that I keep my wallet in. You have a zip pocket on this side. Yeah, EDC pants. These are my favorites. Drew P _EDC says, how do you connect with more people in the EDC community? My suggestion would be to join groups. Like, I have a Discord server and it's very active. There's 25,000 people in there, and I'd say, just based on the metrics I saw recently, like 1,200 active, and there are tons of Instagram communities as well. But I think a better person to answer this question is probably Ricky. He talks to more people than I do, so let's hear it.
So I would say, just comment on people's posts, right? Like, you're already going through Instagram and liking photos. If you see something you like, just comment, and don't be afraid to reach out, whether it's a maker, whether it's somebody who has a nice gear, you know, just like really extend the conversation. Pretend like you're trying to just meet new people and make friends, and that's the easiest way. Just don't be afraid to talk to people.
Ooh, here's a good question. Any dream carry commission collabs, any in the works? So I do have a dream collaboration. That'd probably be CRK, right? CRK or Shirogorov would be dream collaborations with carry commission. Are there any in the works? Of course there are. And one that I would have previously said is a dream collaboration, but it's no longer a dream because it's happening and it's a few weeks out, so stay tuned. Okay, so there's a couple of questions about hobbies. Do you have any hobbies, or do you do any DIY? And then another person also asked, how do you balance work, gym, friends, hobbies with family? So hobbies, I smoke meats, and that's probably my one like non-work hobby. I also play video games at night now. I've kind of gotten to a groove where I can actually make it through more than 10 minutes of a video game. But how do you balance it? That's the real question, because previously I've mentioned that I can't get through, I turn on my Steam Deck and fall asleep. So how do you balance it? I've been really bad at it lately. I'd say that I've been putting more focus on family than anything, because I have young kids and I have 2 businesses, and it's been really hard to juggle everything. But the gym is one thing I don't skimp on. I always go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every morning, or every Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning. I don't miss it unless I'm sick. Hobbies, I mean, if I'm smoking meats, I'm cooking food, so I'm multitasking, and that's been really the name of the game, is doing things that are like, they kill 2 birds with 1 stone kind of deal. But family, it's not hard to balance. I mean, family's everything. I've got an amazing family. I love my kids and wife, and there's nothing better than going home from here to go play with my kids before bed. It's the highlight of every single day. I love it, and it's not hard to balance. The work part, I've definitely struggled with balancing the work part. It says, I don't know what you're holding, but I need it. And I'm imagining they're talking about the 10. I didn't grab those earlier, so I'm glad we came back here. I'll say this, one of the reasons you've seen less of me this year is because I've been focusing on relationships in the industry and talking, and I was really bad at it for the last 2 years. So the trade-off that I made this year was building my relationships that I kind of let fall aside in exchange for not making as many videos, because it's a time constraint, and I wanted to have friends and work on projects that aren't directly related to making videos, and this is just one of them. This is a simple one, right? We're doing a 3-pack of best Damn EDC tins. So this is the Altoids tin size. It might be a hair thicker, but they're nesting as well. So I've got stuff in these, but this nests inside here, and obviously this one fits inside that middle one, but it's sold as a 3-pack. So yeah, these are available now if they haven't already sold out by now. They launched on the 16th, and yeah, got projects in the works. Cadron.e says, I'm looking for a good automatic watch for less than $200. Help me out, brother. Seiko 5, really, really good watch. There's a Seiko 5 Sport, solid watch for the money. Orient makes really good watches for the money, and most of them are gonna be below that $200 price point. Not all of them, but most of them. This last question, okay, this comes from Man on the Moon 95. He says, have you been enjoying making videos lately? Yes and no. How do I answer that? I have been enjoying making videos because I've been doing cooler things, like breaking down on the way to Georgia and going out and shooting some different stuff and getting out from behind the table. When I'm here and I'm shooting these table videos, I'm miserable. And it's not shooting the videos and making it and creating the content and coming up with the ideas, it's the editing. I really don't like editing. At this point, I've probably made over 2,000 videos. I've been on YouTube for 11 years, and I'm just sick of editing. That's why I procrastinate making every single video. That's why I just feel burned out. I'm not burned out on EDC. I'm not burned out on making videos. I just freaking hate editing now. It's this thing that keeps growing inside me that I just, every time I make a video, I know I've got to edit it. So I put it off, and then I'm just bummed out. So enter Ricky. Ricky is editing for me now, and it's been great. This is week number 2. We are ahead of schedule for the first time since the start of COVID. Not even ahead, just caught up. So it took 2 weeks to get caught up. That's how close I was. I was just literally running at capacity and just could not eke out just a little bit more. And just a little bit of relief has just helped everything. So, man, I'm feeling good. And hopefully, we've been talking about stuff we can do. The idea would be to connect with you guys more. It's something I've talked about doing for a long time. I used to live stream every Monday. I want to get back to that. I want to do live streams again. I want to do some stuff where I can actually connect with you guys. You're going to see more of me, a lot more of me now, because old Ricky here has kind of relieved a little bit of the pressure that's been on me for a long time. So none of that's like complaining, woe is me. It's just, that's the reality of it. And hopefully it's fixed now. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for sticking around through all this, and looking forward to the future, like really, really looking forward to it. So that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And until then, carry on.